All right, we are going to take a look at how to create the title block that we're going to use for our model train project. So you're going to go into Google Classroom, and in Google Classroom, you're going to find under model train, you'll see start point title block. I'm going to click on that and expand that out. And it tells you here to load this to your H drive. So the first thing we're going to do is we need to uh, click on that and select download. Now, after we have it downloaded, down in the lower left corner, you're going to see start point title block, blah, 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 .idw. And I am going to minimize my Google Classroom here. And I am going to say open. And I am going to go to the downloads folder on the computer. And because I've done this a couple times today, there's one with a parentheses, but I'll just use this first one right here. Uh, so look for the word start point title block, and I'm going to then say open. Now we're not done here. Okay. So I've just put this title block onto my computer screen. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go up to File. I'm going to go down to Save As. I'm going to click on where it's at the top where it says Save As. And I'm going to locate my H drive. And I'll put this on to my H drive by doing a Save As. I'm going to change my name here, but you can, you know what? You can change this by putting in your initials. So I'm going to put in my three initials and uh, model. Oops, train. So I'm going to name it that. Make those all capitals. Model train. There we go. And I'll hit save. Okay. Now, uh, awesome. So this is what you need to do to get this title block onto your H drive, wherever you save stuff on your H drive. Now I'm going to go up here to the top to use this, and I'm going to select new sheet. And that is going to bring up this dialog box that talks about prompted text for this drawing. So this prompted text fills in information down here. So the first thing I want to do is put in my name. The course is DDP scale, and this is something that we're just going to guess at right now. We'll probably change it later. Scale 1:1, and revision number is 1, and we'll say okay. Now in our model tree over here, we'll see we've got sheet 1, which is grayed out, and sheet number 2, because that's the new one that we just put in. I'm going to actually right click on sheet number 1, and I'm going to delete that one, and I'll say okay. Now in um, Google Classroom here, when I click back here, you'll find a file that's called Miniature Train Deliverables. And you'll also see it says sheet names, cover page, sheet size A, exploded assembly with parts list, sheet size B. So right now I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to do Control Oops. Control C. I'm going to go back here, and where it says sheet 1, I'm going to right click and say edit. And now where it has the name, I'm going to paste. I'll use Control B. Yeah, Control B to do this. The other thing that you'll notice here is that it tells me that my sheet size is going to be an A for this. So where it says size, I'm just going to select that, say A, click that, change that to an A. Now I'm going to add another sheet. Again, I'm going to put in my name. Horse. EDP. Scale, we'll just default to 1 to 1 right now. We may have to change that letter later. And number 1, because this is the first time you're handing this in. So I've got a sheet on here. I'm going to go back to my Word, my document, and it says exploded assembly with parts list. So I'll highlight that text, and I'll just note in my head that it's a size B. I'll right click and copy. Actually, I'm not sure if that works, but we'll find out. Okay. So right click on page 2, edit sheet. I'll do Control V for the name, and this one is supposed to be a B size piece of paper. And I'll say, okay. Now I'm going to continue on doing this with all of these, and I will pause this. And when I come back, I'll have got all my sheets set up. All right, so back to this now. You'll see that I've got all of my pages and names. So I've got cover page, exploded assembly with parts list, train body working drawing, stack working drawings, wheel working drawing twice. Nice. Let's fix that, right? Cow catcher. That's what it is. So I'll just fix that real quick. Copy this, come back here. I'm just going to click on this, right click, and Control V. Sorry about that. Control V, B, B. There we are, cow catcher. Okay. So once you have this sheet set established, we're all set to go. I'm just going to go back to my first page here. All right. And this is where we're going to start next time, next video.